Surviving on a deserted island. It's Northwest Walk in the park. This dude tries to spear a fish for dinner, but ends up jabbing his own foot. Ouch! He yells and scrambles to the river to wash his hair, only to find out the expired shampoo he used poisoned a bunch of fish. What a screw up, right? Later that night, he happily munches on grilled fish, but as he dozes off, a sneaky pigeon swoops in and snatches his leftovers, only to get poisoned too. So, he ends up chowing down on roasted pigeon. This guy Kim is itching for a bird's egg, but the tree's way too damn high to climb. To top it off, Mama Bird drops a load right on his face. Now he's stuck on this godforsaken island, staring at the bustling city lights. How'd it all come to this? Kim gets axed from his job, his wife bails, and every day a dozen banks are hounding him. Debts piling up to a cool 210 grand. Hopeless. Kim stands on Han River Bridge. Kim's about to jump off the bridge. Without a second thought, he takes the plunge. But guess what? He ain't dead. Instead, the river currents sweep him to a tiny island smack in the middle of the Han River. Now Kim's staring at all those skyscrapers, so close yet so damn far. He tries swimming back, but he can't swim to save his life. Flails around, nearly drowns, then tries to climb the bridge pillar. But it's too thick and straight. Ain't no way he's scaling that thing. Desperate, he scribbles "help" in the sand, hoping someone will spot it. And wouldn't you know it, luck's on his side. A tourist boat cruises by. Tourist spots Kim. He waves and yells for help. But the tourist thinks Kim's just saying hi, waves back, and sails on. As the boat drifts away, Kim's fuming, cursing up a storm. With no choice, he dials the cops. Kim says, "I'm stuck on this tiny island in the middle of the Han River. Please come rescue me." The police dispatcher's baffled. "What? A deserted island in the Han River? What sea you in?" Kim explains, "Not in the sea. It's a deserted island right in the city." The dispatcher's skeptical. "Sir, quit messing around. There's no deserted island in the city." And that's how the call ends. The guy's stuck on a deserted island, not eaten in 3 days, on the edge of starving. He calls his wife for help, but she's cool about it and serves him divorce papers to cut him loose. His phone's about to kick the bucket, and he's bombarded by annoying sales calls. Phone dies from low battery, and he sees no way out. He ties his tie around a tree, ready to hang himself, but even that goes sideways. Suddenly, his stomach's in knots, can't hold it in, and he's forced to go right then and there. In a moment of relief, he spots some little flowers nearby. Can't resist, so he picks one and pops it in his mouth. The sweet taste hits him hard, tears welling up, suddenly not wanting to give up. Back on shore, he's flat broke, can't pay off his mountain of debt. Thinks it might be easier to just stay on that deserted island. At night, he sprawls on the beach, throws all his credit cards into the sand. But to survive, he's gotta figure out the food situation first. He gives it his all with a fishing net for hours, but catches squat, not even a nibble. Thirsty as hell, he dips his head in the Han River, chugging down muddy water like there's no tomorrow. Luckily, fate smiles on him, and Kim finally stumbles upon mushrooms on the island. Without caring if they'll knock him out, he snatches them and stuffs them in his mouth. Thankfully, they turn out to be safe. This dude's got a streak for exhibitionism, loves showing off his rock-hard bod. He strolls up to the riverbank, suddenly drops his pants to flaunt his goods, yelling across the water, "Can you see me? I'd rock this deserted island for sure." To survive, early the next morning, Kim starts scavenging the island for all sorts of junk. Would you believe it? He actually finds a little dinghy, puts all his muscle into hauling it ashore, lays down some straw inside. Instant housing upgrade. Kim even changes his "help" message in the sand to "hello." From that day on, Kim's luck starts turning around. He uses some scavenged detergent to wash his hair, accidentally poisoning the fish in the river. Kim sets up a fire pit and finally enjoys a hearty meal. Sleeps like a king afterward. Little did he know, a bird swoops in and steals his fish while he's out cold, only to be poisoned itself. Kim doesn't care about the risks, throws that bird on the grill too. Gotta fill that belly first. Full belly, plenty of booze, and entertainment can't be missed. Sunglasses made from beer bottle bottoms, pine cones as golf balls, an umbrella as a club, swings and a hole-in-one, even on a deserted island. Kim's keeping it classy. This dude hasn't washed his hair in like 300 years, smelling so bad he could make fish keel over. Then, out of the blue, a party boat cruises past. But this time, Kim ain't yelling for help. He ducks and hides, fed up with all the real-life crap. Suddenly, he steps on something, picks it up to check. It's a pack of instant noodles, seasoning and all. Sick of fancy fish dinners, Kim's dying for a bowl of noodles. He crashes next to that pack, even dreams about slurping it up. That's what fires Kim up to keep going. He scavenges whatever he can find, grinds it all into powder, adds water to make dough, but he just can't nail it. After trying and failing a million times, Kim's feeling more hopeless than ever. But that day, he's staring at bird crap on the dinghy roof, and it hits him like a ton of bricks. Birds eat crops, so there could be seeds in that bird crap. Quick thinking, he grabs his credit card and scrapes off all the bird crap, then digs up a patch of rich soil under his bike seat, full of worms. He turns into a farmer, but those rocks are killing his feet, so he crafts shoes out of mineral water bottles. He dumps all that bird crap in there, worried birds might snatch the seeds, so he uses his suit to make a scarecrow. Now he's just waiting for those seeds to sprout, so he can finally chow down on some noodles. This dude is so damn strange. He treasures bird crap, uses a water bottle as his shoes. It's been 3 months now, and Kim has totally gotten used to island life. His fishing game is on point. He's climbing trees like a pro now, grabbing bird eggs like it's no big deal, setting up a fire with an old shovel, getting his protein fix, and collecting sweat for salt, finally making himself a cuppa. Life's pretty chill. Kim's practically the king of this island now. All his hard work finally pays off, seeds start sprouting, and Kim's even busier, trying everything to protect his little saplings. So, he stumbles upon this drifting bottle, pops it open and finds a little hello tucked inside. In a flash, Kim realizes someone spotted the hello he left on the beach. Could someone have been watching him all this time? To test his theory, Kim changes hello to how are you? Next day, another bottle shows up. Fine, thank you, and you? Yep, someone's definitely been keeping tabs on Kim, but who the heck could it be? The girl lives in a trash heap, hangs with flies as her crew. She's a total mess, hasn't left home in 3 years. Her room's stacked with garbage, she ignores it all, but her keyboard, clean as a whistle. Every day, Jane crashes in the closet, like clockwork. Breakfast, a 172-calorie can of corn. Then she hits the wall with 3,000 steps. At 9 a.m. sharp, she's on her computer, mouse flying, swiping pics for her socials, faking she's a social butterfly. She waits until everyone's out for work to hit the john. Lunch is 425-calorie instant noodles. Then 6,000 more steps. Mom talks. Jane texts back, silent but digital. Her only hobby snapping moon pics. 'Cause up there, no humans. Perfect for her social anxiety. Twice a year, she cracks a window, feels the outside world. Those days are air raid drills, streets empty, like the whole world's her playground. That's when she's flying high with joy. This dude's about to off himself, and Jane's freaked, drops her butt on the floor. She hides in the closet, scared as hell. Nighttime, she's popping foam to ease the stress. Can't sleep a wink. midnight, she's worried about Kim. She can't resist, gets up to check if he's croaked. Thankfully, Kim's fine and dandy. Jane finally breathes easy, but damn, catches Kim venting his feels. Totally blows her mind. Ever since she met Kim, Jane's been thrown off her rock-solid routine. For the first time ever, she opens the curtains, starts spying on Kim's life, snapping pics of him, sees him struggling with his lil duck boat. Jane playfully sticks her finger in the shot, gives him a push. The more she watches Kim, the more she wants to connect. Tonight, she slaps on a helmet, opens the door. First time in 3 years she steps outside, dodges the security guard, throws a robot in the elevator for cover, then bolts down the stairs, hits up Han River Bridge. She tosses a message in a bottle, but it takes a whole damn 3 months for her to get a reply. This guy's like the ultimate wildman, climbing trees, fishing, grabbing bird eggs, living like a king. Jane spots Kim with his instant noodle wrappers, so she orders him all sorts of ramen flavors for delivery. Even the delivery guy in Korea hustles hard, pedaling his duck boat over. Imagine finding someone living like this. The poor guy's dead tired. Finally delivers the order, sees Kim and jumps back, like, is this a caveman? Kim's like, I'm good, I don't need it. Asks the guy to take it back. Delivery guy's pedaling away on his duck boat, tears streaming down. That delivery was way too rough. The delivery guy finds Jane, passes on Kim's message. To him, ramen represents hope. When she hears hope, the girl's eyes widen. It's been forever since she's heard that word. She grabs a bowl of ramen and digs in, wants to taste this hope too. Meanwhile, Kim's crops finally yield their first corn. This gets Jane jealous. First time in 3 years she talks to her mom, asks for some corn seeds. Then, she starts growing corn inside her house. This dude's using bird crap to grow corn. Also he can chow down on some noodles. Kim's gathering ingredients like a boss, carefully grinding corn into flour, mixing it with water to make dough, rolling it flat with a wine bottle Jane tossed his way, then slicing it into noodles, cooking them up, and sprinkling in those ancient seasoning packets, plus jazzing up the garnishes. Finally, a steamy bowl of noodles is ready. Kim slurps it down, tears streaming like crazy. Once a real-life underdog, now he's found his groove on this deserted island. At that moment, he's not just slurping noodles, but savoring the taste of hope itself. Through his hustle, he's found a new lease on life. Jane watches it all, pumped for Kim. That night, she finally ditches the closet, sleeping under the moonlight. She tosses another message in a bottle, congratulating him. Curious about his mysterious pen pal, Kim writes on the beach, "Who are you?" Jane hesitates. A car wreck messed her up bad 3 years ago, and that's kept her indoors ever since. The girl's stuck in a damn trash heap, all messed up from a car crash. She grabs a cute girl pic off the web, tosses it in a message in a bottle, but just as she's about to send it, she chickens out. Meanwhile, Kim's on the island, hunting for her reply, but there's nada. He scrawls "Y" in the sand, but the insecure girl shuts her camera, draws the curtains, and ghosts Kim. Not long after, a damn typhoon hits the city hard. Kim's busting his ass to save his crops, but against nature, we're just puny. He's giving his all to secure his little duck boat, but the crazy wind snatches it away. Kim's back to crying in despair. Next day, Jane can't resist checking on Kim. She flips open her camera again, sees Kim all crumpled on the ground, with crap scattered everywhere. Kim's home sweet home wiped out in a blink. Jane can't help but bawl her eyes out too, but they don't even give Kim a chance to feel down. The city guys show up on the island and spot Kim, now looking like a wandering dude. They order him to scram ASAP, but Kim tries to bolt. Bad luck though, he runs smack into more of these city folks, who wrestle him to the ground. He's begging them not to kick him out, but they haul him off anyway. They make him throw back on his old suit, and even stomp on his scarecrow. Kim looks back at his turf, totally crushed. There's this wild dude getting bullied by a bunch of jerks. They're real assholes. Just then, Jane happens to see it and freaks out, not sure how to help him. She watches as they drag him onto shore. Finally, she gathers her courage and decides to go find him. Jane throws caution to the wind, and opens her door for the first time in 3 years, stepping into the sunlight. Kim looks completely lost as he's back in the city that crushed him. He stares at the office buildings where he used to work, and hops on a bus. Surprisingly, his bus pass in his wallet still works. Meanwhile, Jane spots Kim's homemade slippers, and knows he must be close. Just then, she overhears someone say there's a homeless guy at the bus stop, but the bus has already left. She runs her heart out but can't catch it. As the bus disappears, Jane breaks down in tears. She realizes she might never see Kim again. Right at that moment, the air raid siren goes off, meaning all vehicles gotta stop. A grin lights up Jane's face. She bolts towards her chance and catches the bus just in time. Gathering her guts, she walks up to Kim. Kim seems to recognize her, his pen pal who's been there all along. The girl blurts out,
"Who are you?"
Kim breaks into tears of joy. She grabs Kim's hand tight. Two lonely souls finally finding redemption and solace. That's a wrap. The flick's called Castaway on the Moon. It's a blast. Definitely check out the original. If you dig the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Catch you next time. Bye.